Dudek is in goal. That's a rare opportunity for him. Daniel Agger and Luis García both return to the starting 11. And Craig Bellamy is a substitute tonight. Kuijt and Crouch start up front. Arsenal have just 4 survivors from their FA Cup winning team of 2 years ago, when Touré, Senderos and Gilberto started against Manchester United. Van Persie was a substitute that day, and they've rested Jens Lehmann, as you said. So Manuel Almunia, whose only Premiership appearance was against Liverpool this season, gets promoted. Cesc Fabregas is suspended today. Now on the bench, along with the likes of Craig Bellamy, Liverpool have Marc Gonzalez, the Chilean winger, and Arsenal have Theo Walcott, who's just returned to fitness. And we have in charge today referee Steve Bennett, who renews acquaintance with Arsene Wenger, who he sent from the touchline at the Emirates recently at half-time in the match against Portsmouth. That's a charge that the Arsenal manager still has to face. But he's assured me, by the way, Arsene Wenger tonight, Arsenal will not be dipping into their pocket in the transfer window. But here's a man who was transferred, Jermaine Pennant, 6 years an Arsenal player, a lot of that time spent out on loan, of course, before he joined Birmingham and eventually Liverpool. And while the pre-match ceremonies are going on, taking their seats in the director's box today will be several members of the Dubai International Capital Consortium, whose negotiations to buy Liverpool are, I'm told, at quite an advanced stage. The FA Cup, still admired across the world. And the Football Association, out of their £30 million profit, or something like that every year, devote £15 million of that in prize money and television fees to clubs taking part in this competition. Rafael Benítez in the programme saying how much he wants to defend the trophy that they won in Cardiff last May with determination and pride. Well, there's a man who's just come back, talking to a man who's really in form. Thierry Henry and Robin Van Persie. Van Persie currently the top scorer at Arsenal with 12. And Steven Gerrard, whose goal rescued Liverpool in the dying moments of the 90 minutes at Cardiff last season. And of course, we all know what happened after that. That's the build-up for you. Mark Lawrenson's with me. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting an attacking game, Mark. So I really think it's a sit-back, watch this unfold. I think both teams picked extremely strong lineups, but very, very attacking. Both managers do not want a replay, which is good news for us, I think.
No, they don't, and they also meet here again next Tuesday in the Carling Cup delayed quarter-final. I think they've decided, Wenger and Benítez, this is the game in which to play their stronger side, other than the goalkeepers. It's a free kick to Liverpool, taken quickly by Alonso. Doesn't seem a year since we were at Luton, Mark, that 5-3 game in the third round last season.
Well, if it's half as good as that, we're in for a cracker, aren't we?
Absolutely. Alonso scored from his own half, didn't he? That's Agger. This is Riise. Senderos waiting for the ball to bounce. Touré trying to cover. Ooh, that came dangerously near to Peter Crouch.
Yeah, just a little bit of indecision. Touré, Senderos.
It's just flicked the head of Riise. Protest, or the Kelvin Mackenzie protest, is still going on in the Kop stand. They've said they'll last for 6 minutes. The reference to the 96, of course, is a testament to the people who died in that terrible disaster. This is Hleb for Arsenal. Clichy. Number 7, Thomas Rosický. Henry was trying to stay onside there. Alonso, Pennant. Little touch by Kuijt. No surprises in the formations, Mark?
No, none at all, John. Certainly the prospect for us and supporters. Van Persie and Henry up front, fully fit, the two of them. Goal scorers. Van Persie's come of age, hasn't he? Probably, in all truth, since Henry got injured. Also, Adebayor, who's not here tonight, but certainly Van Persie's looked more like the player we knew he was.
Steven Gerrard well forward in this attack. Whereas Adebayor is still on the injured list for Arsenal.
I think it's made Henry get fitter quicker, you know. The form of Adebayor and Van Persie. There's nothing better.
This is Luis García. This is really one to sit back and enjoy, because the two teams know each other so well and have such a pedigree in this competition. This is Flamini playing in the role normally occupied by the suspended Fabregas. Xabi Alonso, Peter Crouch. Now Eboué, Hleb, this is Kuijt. Not sure how long this protest is going to go before it distracts the players, Mark. They said 6 minutes, didn't they?
They did indeed, yeah.
And you can't ignore it. It's a very orchestrated event, this here. You shouldn't ignore it. This is Agger. Some idea of the volume of that. Meanwhile, at the other end, Almunia looking for Thierry Henry. There's Eboué. Steve Finnan on that side. Pennant has fed him again. There are three waiting in the centre for Liverpool. Carragher. Peter Crouch with the header. Flamini. Van Persie. Rosický. Well, there's a massive round of applause going around the ground because the 6 minutes is up and the protest has been made and has now subsided to a gigantic cheer around the ground. Nothing to do with the match at the moment. Here's Thierry Henry trying to get Van Persie through. And Liverpool break away. Kuijt found a lot of space there. He's got Peter Crouch coming near post. Eboué didn't get that away. It's Garcia. Riise. Alonso. Garcia. the atmosphere is all about football. It's Rosický to Van Persie. Oh, they've got a runner free on the far side, Arsenal. Really good run by Gilberto there, Mark.
I think the Liverpool were a little bit fortunate because it was Gilberto, John, and he knew the lack of pace. He would have to cut inside, and once he did, unfortunately for Arsenal, the move broke down.
Gilberto's having a bit of a purple patch. He's scored 8 goals this season. That's twice as many as he's ever got before in a whole season.
He's a goal machine, the boy.
This is Finnan. Pennant. In domestic matches, Liverpool are unbeaten here for 29 games. Chelsea, the last English side to win at Anfield. This is Kuijt to Pennant. Clichy being bustled a bit there by Pennant. Senderos cleared it.
Yeah, I think Pennant thought he was caught by Clichy, didn't he? A little bit of a red mist for a minute. I think already, I mean, still under 10 minutes playing, but it's a classic sort of home team trying to push on and the away team looking to play on the break here.
Yeah, there was a time years ago when they'd have been quite happy to have a draw in a game like this, but with fixture congestion nowadays, neither club wants it. So you can look for some, hopefully, some good attacking play. That was García to Alonso. Xabi Alonso again. Pennant far side, he won that. Oh, the Copper in good voice. Gerrard. We don't really need a commentary, Mark, with singing like this, do we?
You want me to answer that then?
No, I think people would be really pleased, wouldn't they? Just a point there. If Liverpool do build a new stadium, and Benítez obviously knows all about this takeover that may lead to that, would you lose, as Arsenal did temporarily when they went to the Emirates from Highbury, would you lose a little bit of the atmosphere, do you think?
Well, I think it will go from what capacity here, 44 to arguably 60. And I think Arsenal say that they've got so many corporate supporters now that it is an argument at the moment that you might have to say yes.
That's Crouch. Agger. Riise. Well brought down by Crouch and on by García. This is Kuijt. In the middle is Pennant. Crouch has gone there too now. García with the cross. Forward by Carragher. Touré with Crouch. Gilberto back to Senderos. Arsenal still without William Gallas, of course, as well as one or two others. Adebayor, Lauren still not fit. Hleb. That was well done by Steven Gerrard. It's got players going right and left.
He didn't really have too many options, did he? I think Kuijt was going right and Crouch was going left, but neither were in a great position to receive the ball if he could make the forward pass, and I think in the end he decided to shoot. I think he shot.
Didn't score in the Premiership until November the 25th this season, Gerrard. He's had 4 since. Plus an award in the New Year's honours, of course. Clichy. had a lot of success in the FA Cup. Most of it at Cardiff, of course.
Did you say Henry was playing, Matty?
He's on my list here, Mark, yes. Careful what you say. 222 goals in 361 games for Arsenal.
I just thought about that now.
Crouch. Count. So gone straight to Flamini. Now Henry. Arsenal, like Liverpool, are moving into a bit of form. They've only lost one of their last 9. That was at Sheffield United. Mr. Wenger's had a few things to say about games like that this morning in the press. Didn't seem to be much of a problem for Swansea, did it, today? Here's Alonso. It's Luis García who's gone down.
Free kick, I think, caught by Eboué.
This is Pennant. Carragher has given it back to him, but he's offside. Peter Kirkup is the assistant referee on the far side of the field.
I think while Liverpool have had most of the play, therefore the possession, they haven't really fashioned themselves a clear-cut opportunity yet. And also when the crosses have come in, Crouch and Kuijt are both fighting for them, but there's no been sort of great advancement from midfield at the moment, apart from sort of Gerrard's run with the shot, which obviously was nowhere near. And we just haven't really seen Arsenal so far, have we?
No, I want to speak to you when the time is right about this business of offside and level, because it seems to me that assistant referees are starting to give the advantage to the defender again over Christmas and New Year. We'll talk about that when the play subsides a bit, I think. There was an example there where I thought Pennant was more or less level and he was flagged. Yeah. I think it was Phil Don, when he was the Supremo at the FA, who invented this phrase daylight. We seem to have forgotten about all that.
What happens when you play at night, though?
Yes, good point. It's Trump, that, isn't it? Here's Riise. I shall persist with that if it happens again, though. You know the point I'm making. Here's Crouch. Pennant. Gerrard's up there on that side as well for Liverpool.
I think we have to credit Arsenal, John, at the moment for the uneventful sort of happenings in the game, because they're playing a real pressure game on Liverpool, which is unusual for teams here.
This is Pennant, though. Alonso. Trying to get Gerrard free here. It's a Liverpool corner. Yes, Arsenal have subdued and squashed Liverpool rather early on.
Now I think if Garcia takes this left foot, he'd stick it underneath the crossbar. See about the goalkeeper. We know he's not played too often lately.
Well, Gerrard is the man who has gone and stood right in front of him with a defender in between. So Garcia, with his left foot, may be tempted to plonk it in there. Agger is coming from the penalty spot. Crouch, of course, is there too. Here goes Agger. It wasn't really the best delivery in the world, was it? It was Van Persie who cleared.
It was meant in there, though, wasn't it? Yeah, most definitely.
Here's Garcia again. Clichy with the challenge. Free kick Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Garcia just clipped the back of his heels, didn't he? Who, me?
This is a Liverpool Football Club announcement for all supporters. In the interest of your fellow supporters, especially those with young children, would you please remain seated during normal play, as their view is severely restricted due to persistent standing. Thank you.
This is the thing about all-seater stadiums, isn't it? When people jump up in excitement or when the play's developing, the people behind can't see. An announcement made there on the public address system. This is Agger. Touré trying to ward off Kuijt. What this game needs now is a clear-cut scoring chance to open it up at one end or the other. It's Henry. It may happen now with Rosický, not quite.
Oh, it was so close, wasn't it? The timing of the pass and the run from Rosický was excellent.
And he was onside too.
He was maybe entitled to go for that ball as well with the goalkeeper.
Riise. That's Kuijt, and it's Luis García up against Touré. Steve Bennett says goal kick.
Just one of the drawbacks of Garcia, not really strong enough in situations like that. But you also saw from Kuijt, John, why he's so popular here. Prepared to chase lost causes, and they do like that, the supporters at Anfield. Doesn't half work hard, him.
Sir Alex Ferguson and Carlos Queiroz. Their game is tomorrow against Aston Villa. You can see it on BBC One at 1:50, live with us. And don't forget tonight's highlights, by the way, 11 o'clock on BBC One, all the third-round goals.
And I think Manchester United are at Arsenal, aren't they, in 2 weeks? 2 weeks tomorrow, is that right?
Certainly are. They're at the Emirates at 4 o'clock on that Sunday. "20 minutes gone at Anfield. No score. Eboué. Xabi Alonso. Well, Pennant's got a bit to do there, I have to say. Clichy got the better of him, not surprisingly, and it's come to Flamini.
Good challenge by Carragher. He's prepared to get himself hurt to try and win the ball, and in the end, completely distracted Flamini. It was, you say, a little bit of a risky pass, wasn't it? Especially the pace of Clichy. Also, Henry was down that side as well.
Carragher's never played at Wembley. Something he'd like to put right this season.
Certainly not in the last few years, anyway.
It would be quite hard to have played there, wouldn't it? Since 2000.
Wembley FC.
For Arsenal. Hleb. Van Persie tried to get Hleb in on the return. It was cleared by Daniel Agger. Gilberto Silva.
It's just good pressure from both teams. It's not particularly great in terms of a spectacle, but you can understand from the manager's point of view, both teams working extremely hard when they haven't got the ball.
Liverpool are trying to move the Arsenal defenders around, but they're not letting them do that.
Well, the other thing as well, John, is because of obviously Fabregas not being available, they've got Flamini sat alongside Gilberto Silva, and at the moment, you know, the accusation of Arsenal, a little bit of a soft touch away from home, is certainly not one that you can make a point at the moment, because they look very, very good, don't they?
This is a cross by Riise. Oh, it's come to Luis García. If his first touch had been better, there was a shot on goal there.
I think that was a key poor first touch. It was on his right foot, wasn't it? It was almost as though he didn't expect it.
It's a decent pass, that, by Finnan to Garcia. And here's Riise. Gets it back from Xabi Alonso. Takes on Eboué. Near post ball for Kuijt. Is this going to be Alonso? And Steve Bennett has shown a yellow card, and I suspect that's to Alonso for, well, would you say diving?
Simulation.
Simulation.
Yeah. In a fantastic position as well. He's absolutely right, I think, the referee. Although you might argue maybe just a trailing foot at the end from Gilberto.
Do you know what? I've got a slight issue with you there. I think there was contact.
Well, I think the only thing is, John, that before there was contact, he started to go over Alonso, which is probably why the referee's given it not in Liverpool's favour.
And would he have got the ball, or doesn't that matter?
I think he would, because he flicked it up, so it's not as though he flicked it in front of him too far, was it? Because his touch was soft on it.
Yellow card for Xabi Alonso, who got a red here against Arsenal, I remember, last season.
Yeah, there it is again. I think the referee's got it right. I think Alonso's waiting for him to catch him. I'm sure the boys in the studio will have a view.
Oh, don't worry about that, they'll have a view.
Probably the only view of the half, they will.
There's Daniel Agger for Liverpool. Well, Steve Bennett didn't hang around there, did he? I mean, always when a referee points like that, half the crowd think it's a penalty.
Yeah. The other thing as well, there wasn't great protestations from the Liverpool players, Alonso apart.
Peter Crouch is in the middle there. Free kick was taken mighty quickly. Came to nothing, in fact. There's Clichy. There's Alonso. Little touch from Crouch. Senderos made the tackle. Crouch again. Flamini cleared. Oh, and now Van Persie has caught Agger.
I think it's accidental, John. I really do.
Yeah, Steve Bennett has made a gesture to say no free kick. Instead, it's Dirk Kuyt who did ever so well to keep that in, and it isn't a bad cross, and Almunia had to stretch.
Well, Kuyt did absolutely brilliantly. Great cross as well. The only problem for Liverpool, there's only Crouch in the penalty area. It was the only red-shirted player in as the cross came in.
Well, Daniel Agger is coming up for the corner. Now, Thierry Henry, if he latched it... Oh, no, he didn't latch onto it. It's Carragher instead. That could have gone either way. Crouch is there again. Agger is still forward. It's Crouch. What's your take on the fact that people keep linking Crouch with other clubs? Hasn't he done well enough at Liverpool? I would have said he had.
I think he's done OK. I think the thing with Crouch, John, is I think your wide players have got to play really well and supply him with the crosses. If they don't, I think it's quite easy to negate. And, you know, his movement's not particularly good and he's not particularly strong. Get your wide players in. We saw with Pennant last week against Bolton. He looks a completely different player, Crouch. But at the moment, with no great service from the wide areas, redundant.
Here's a man who's not redundant, it's Hleb. inside the penalty area. Alexander Clerc, it's deflected. It's going to come out to Eboué, though. His touch wasn't good enough, and Liverpool are away. Well, Benítez has come out protesting there. Wenger's given the ball back to Eboué, and there's a bit of reaction down on the perimeter.
Benítez actually on the go at one of his own players. He wasn't worried about the challenge on Kuijt. It was at one of his own players giving the ball away. I think it was Xabi Alonso.
Forward by Senderos. Here's Kuijt. It's fired up in this attack for Liverpool. Kuijt's spotted Pennant on the right. Cross wasn't very good. Gilberto Silva. Luis García appears to have been caught in the face. Eboué was the player he tussled with. Goalkeeper's come running out. And Steve Bennett's got a little bit of sorting out to do here, Mark.
Well, Eboué gets the foul because I think, there you go, Garcia tries to grab hold of him, and it's a little fob off. It's nothing particularly great. And I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing.
I think when we get back to the pitches, you'll see that Steve Bennett is just going to talk to the two players. He's not going to produce a card, which I think is good refereeing. Yeah. We really do have to distinguish between the real fierce elbow and the brush-off, don't we now?
Yeah. And the kissed and made up before 6 o'clock, look.
Only just. Here's Thierry Henry. Rosický. Pennant's very unhappy by the challenge of Clichy.
Yeah, he was unhappy about 20 minutes ago from the challenge from Clichy as well, and I don't think he's ever really got that out of his system.
Henry. Well, that's Senderos, isn't it? Referee's gone to his pocket here. That's a card.
It's arguably his first foul challenge as well, but because of what's gone on in the last few minutes, Alonso, was it a penalty or not? The thing with Eboué and Garcia and Pennant, he's just a victim of the circumstances, Senderos.
He got a bit of the ball, but he got the man coming in from behind, didn't he? So it's a yellow for Senderos. It's a free kick to Liverpool. Agger is forward again. It's been played across to Riise. Blame John Arne Riise for shooting from there when you look at one or two of the goals he has scored for Liverpool.
On the same token, it's got to be some strike from there, isn't it?
Yes, he got 3 in the FA Cup last season, actually, Riise, and also scored a penalty in that shootout in the final against West Ham. That was Thierry Henry up with Alonso, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Free kick to Liverpool. Nah, it's nothing. I'm sorry, boys, you need to get up from those. He's done well, the referee, John.
I've had a bit of time for Steve Bennett. Yeah. I don't think he's ever done the final, but if he has, or hasn't, he might be a contender for this season because...
Bet against him now then, now you've tipped him.
No, I won't tip him, that's silly. This is Carragher. But he has kept the thing moving and hasn't over-dramatised the incident, so I agree with that. This is Crouch. Pennant. Crouch again.
Well, the game is somewhat sterile, isn't it? What we're coming up to, 32 minutes, but you do have to credit Arsenal. Liverpool's unbeaten run, scored lots of goals at home lately as well, and taken a lot of teams apart here, and they've been very, very good and very sound across the midfield and the back. And well, Almunia's not made a save, has he? He hasn't, no.
Well, I don't think Dudek has either, has he?
No, I think there's a block by Riise, which is just, that's probably the sum total of it, isn't it?
Not one of any consequence.
No. There's too much football on the BBC, ain't there?
Can't have you and me agreeing either, can we? It's thrown to Arsenal on the far side. It's away by Carragher. Oh, there's an incident off the ball. Carragher, when he cleared that, Clichy, I don't think there's any hard feelings. I think Clichy just caught him. There was going to be a booking.
Yeah, I think he just followed through a little bit, but...
Well, who do you book?
Clichy was booked.
Yeah.
But I don't... No great. The other thing about it as well is Carragher, in fairness, got up straight away and shook hands with Clichy, but the referee deems it's a yellow.
Indeed. So we've got 3 players on yellow cards now here. There was a cut tie between these two in 2002 when there were 3 sendings off at Highbury. Here's Pennant. It was the day that a coin was thrown and Jamie Carragher tossed it back in the crowd, I think. He was sent off, Martin Keown and Dennis Bergkamp, who I think got the winning goal. Here's Touré. Oh, it's Van Persie chasing Agger here. Pushing, says Steve Bennett, against Van Persie.
Yeah, hand in the back, wasn't it?
Just over 10 minutes left in the first half at Anfield. If you've come in late to this game, there's no score. And there haven't been any goal attempts to speak of. Here's Riise. Garcia. Xabi Alonso. It's Riise's cross. A little bit of wrestling there by Oh, Touré was hesitant there, had to concede the corner.
Well, he did brilliant in the end, John, because he wasn't sure where his feet were and where the ball was, and also Gerrard was marauding into the penalty area.
Well, Garcia and Pennant have come across to do a double act on the corner. Agger is forward. Gerrard on the goal line. Crouch won't reach that, but it might. Oh, what a drive by Xabi Alonso.
Brilliant. All about technique. Great corner. Look at the technique here from Alonso. That is such a sweet strike. Almunia was well past that Almunia before he realised it was anywhere near the goal. Paul Scholes at Bradford City.
Riise. Rosický, he's found Hleb. Van Persie's in the middle. Thierry Henry is joining him now far side. It's Hleb again. And that was Rosický! And Arsenal take the lead in the FA Cup third round at Anfield, and it's Thomas Rosický. 36 minutes gone. It's only his second goal for Arsenal.
This is the archetypal goal out of nothing. Good break by Arsenal. And Hleb's on the ball as well. He's not quite sure where to play it into in the end. A lovely little ball in there, comes back out. And the great thing here, John, head up all the time. Lovely little ball, first time. Brilliant finish.
Well, it's been made by Hleb here on the right-hand side, and Rosický just lofted that with his right foot. Beautifully delivered, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think the key as well is just, his first touch was his only touch. The other thing, very similar to a goal Stevie Gerrard scored here.
Actually, yes, it was. Identical.
Almost from the same position on the field as well.
I think Rosický's only previous goal was in the Champions League against Hamburg. Now here's Thierry Henry. And that's the first goal, Mark, that Liverpool have conceded here at Anfield since October. Here's Hleb again. Gilberto getting involved there, but now has that opened the game up? Here comes Xabi Alonso. Play on. No, not now. Oh, yes.
Now Steve Bennett gave a free kick. He waited and waited and waited, see if Alonso benefited from the challenge by Gilberto, which he didn't, and brought the play back. I was just about to say to you before as well, is with Flamini in there and Arsenal looking really solid, has it taken something away from Arsenal as a forward sort of entity? But obviously not with that goal.
Czech Republic international who came to Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund, Rosický. He didn't have the best of luck with injuries earlier in the season, or indeed with his finishing, but there was certainly no argument about that. Clean and clinical. Arsenal lead on a ground where Liverpool haven't lost for 10 months. There he is again. It's Clichy now. Shook off the challenge. Henry's in the centre, so is Van Persie. Rosicky's moving up as well. Poor pass by Clichy, took the wrong option.
I bet Stevie Finnan's delighted because he really pulled out of a challenge there and lost the ball.
Crouch with Senderos.
I don't think that goal sort of greatly changes the way the game's going to be played. It's still very much going to be Liverpool pushing on and also looking to play on the break, isn't it?
Looks that way, Mark, I have to say. This is Pennant. Counts in there again. Hleb trying to clear this time, and he does get it away with some help from Gilberto. Now Eboué, Henry. Oh, that's good play. Flamini, and now look at Van Persie going left to right here. Is he offside? No, apparently not. Goal kick.
Yeah, it's good play by Garcia, tracking back, stopping his man getting the ball. And just going back to the ball, it's the ball in which dictates to Rosický. You've got to play it first time, which he does. That's absolutely brilliant. There is no other area in the goal that can stick it over Dudek.
Pat Rice and Arsene Wenger celebrating there.
Yeah, managed to see that one.
1-0 to the Gunners. But here's Riise now. Overhit.
I think he'll be thinking, we've not really stretched Arsenal at the back. With the pace of Van Persie and Henry up front, you're always thinking the ball in behind is dangerous for Liverpool. But at the moment, Kuijt and Crouch haven't really been able to run in behind the likes of Senderos and Touré. And it's inevitable, you're sort of thinking, we've got Bellamy on the bench, have to think about it at some stage.
Definitely. Here's Henry. Senderos with Clichy outside him. Gerrard. Pennant went over, challenged by Clichy, although it was Senderos who cleared the ball. Here's Gerrard. In by Carragher, headed by Crouch. Here he is again with Alonso. Gerrard, little ball into Kuijt. Gerrard again, Kuijt, away by Touré. Free kick.
Yeah, Senderos with a pusher on there. Is it Kuijt or Gerrard? Certainly looked like his arm came out.
Dangerous position this for Liverpool to get something. Yes, he's got his arm around the neck of Kuijt, hasn't he? Who do you fancy here, Mark?
Well, I would have thought from this side, left-footed player like Riise, but try getting the ball off Alonso.
Well, yes, he's put it down, talking to Steve Bennett.
just wonder the way they've lined up Liverpool, John. This free kick is designed to take the wall out of play.
Yeah. Perhaps have to come back from an offside position here, which he has now. Riise is the man with the run-up. Alonso standing by the ball.
Looks like Flamini is going to be the charger as well, and he's trying to gain an advantage.
It's Riise, the block was on. It's a corner.
And there you are, look, Flamini was the first one out.
Agger is hovering around the penalty spot here for Liverpool. It's too long for him. Crouch comes in behind the goalkeeper, who takes it cleanly.
Does not relieve the pressure, that as well. The goalkeeper can come and catch those corners.
Just a minute left of the 45. Haven't been many stoppages in this first half. This is Gilberto Silva for Arsenal, who lead 1-0. Thierry Henry. Van Persie wants it played through the centre, but he's picked out Rosický. Henry again. And Rosický again. Well, he's done it again! What a first half he's having! Thomas Rosický makes it 2-0 Arsenal.
Well, from Liverpool's point of view, this is a really awful goal to concede. There are so many bodies in and around the striker. Look, 4 5, nobody ever really gets close enough to make the tackle. He's hit the ball very, very early, and you might have to look at Dudek's positioning. No great pressure on the ball, is there?
Well, former defenders like yourself and Alan Hansen will definitely have a view on this. How many red shirts were there around there? 5?
There's lots.
And as you say, it squirmed a bit, didn't it, past Yeshi Dudek? 2-0, Thomas Rosický both. 2 minutes of added time here. Pennant for Liverpool. Kuijt. Alonso. Well, that's a bit of a turn-up, Mark, isn't it? We didn't have much going on until the 37th minute. We've had 2 goals in 8 minutes from the same player.
Yeah, we've had an outstanding goal, the first goal, and a little bit sort of scratchy, but still a very, very important goal from Arsenal's point of view. I honestly believe, A, there should have been better pressure on the striker as he makes the strike, and secondly, sure about the goalkeeper here.
Well, I'm not sure about him, but I'm not sure about how many red shirts there were there. Yeah. I think it was 6 or 7.
Do you know what that might have been, John? It's sometimes a case of too many in there, leaving it to each other.
Nobody taking responsibility.
Absolutely.
2-0 Arsenal. Hleb.
What we do have to say is that Arsenal, tactically, absolutely perfect.
Spot on, Mr. Wenger. Here's Hleb. Van Persie, Hleb again. Now Eboué wins it back and goes for the line. And Dudek gets a block on that, and he's grateful for the help. The FA Cup holders are 2-0 down to the team that won it the year before. Here's Crouch. They came back from a position like this at Luton a year ago. Can they do it again? Half-time, and the man of the half, unquestionably, is Thomas Rosický. 2 goals, 37 minutes and 45. And Thierry Henry puts an arm around him as they go off. And after an even half hour, Arsenal and their delighted supporters have suddenly taken over. Half-time at Anfield in the FA Cup 3rd round. Holders Liverpool 0, Arsenal 2.
Anytime after the game
a bit, but I do feel that Arsenal are quite comfortable right now. I think they're going to go on to score again.
Liverpool have to score quickly, don't they?
They have to score quickly. They're playing right into Arsenal's hands at this moment in time.
OK, let's get back for the second half with Mark Lawrenson and John Motson.
Well, it was one of the most famous scorelines in the history of league football, I suppose, wasn't it? Liverpool 0, Arsenal 2. That incredible night, well before the time of Rafael Benítez, 1989. when Kenny Dalglish was manager here and George Graham was in charge of Arsenal, and they had to win by 2 goals that night to clinch the league title. If it had stayed 1-0, Liverpool had won it. Amazing, and the double, of course. But along came Michael Thomas in injury time, and it goes down as probably the best ever finish to a league season. It's 2-0 again here tonight to Arsenal. And coming back from 2 against them is probably rather different to coming back from 2 or 3-1 down as they were at Luton a year ago, Liverpool, in the 3rd round. But the incentive is there, and the second half starts with Flamini getting a bang in the face.
Yeah, and Gerrard as well, so purely accidental. I think Liverpool not score within the first 15 or 20 minutes just accelerates the appearance of Craig Bellamy, doesn't it?
You know, that debate at half-time, which I found absorbing, really, as we both had our view anyway, it just goes to show, you know, that video technology, God forbid it ever comes in for incidents like that, I wouldn't countenance it, but if it did, you still can't prove it.
No. What you must say, whether you're for it or against in terms of penalty, referee was in a fantastic position.
He was. Now then, are Arsenal in a good position to clear this? No, they're not. Gerrard. Luis García, chance for Liverpool early in the second half, appeals for hands from the cop, not from the players. Finnan. Alonso. Agger. Kuijt. Oh, it was Gerrard hoping to run onto that. Rosický on a hat-trick. Now to run quite a long way there too, with Hleb. Gilberto Silva. Oh, Kuijt was in quickly there, my goodness he was. And he's turned a nothing situation into a Liverpool attack. Crouch in the centre, others joining, like Gerrard here. And still, little backing. Oh, he nearly got Garcia in there, Steven Gerrard. Are we going to see a storming Liverpool comeback here, Mark?
Well, there's certainly an urgency about them at the start of the second half.
Alonso. Gerrard. That was Garcia's touch. Goal kick. Liverpool don't agree, but that's how it is.
I just felt when Garcia got in a position just before, he went to clip the ball the outside of his left foot, which I think it was a half chance for Liverpool, certainly. It was a wasted half chance.
This is Crouch. Pennant hasn't really got the service in yet from this flank. Might now. Here comes Kuijt.
That was a ball, wasn't it? And didn't even really have to have a look, Pennant, just deliver it in there, and Kuijt just half a yard on the defender. Didn't make particularly great contact, but certainly in terms of service, it's an improvement from Liverpool.
You made that point about Crouch needing crosses from both flanks. I mean, Gonzalez is on the bench as well.
Well, unbeknown to our viewers, John, both Gonzalez and Bellamy doing extensive warm-ups in front of us here.
You've got a better view than me, because I didn't see them, but you're quite right.
Because I'm stood up.
That's right. This is Agger. Crouch is coming in from this side. It was Clichy with the header. Now Gerrard. It could fall for Crouch here, but the whistle's gone. Offside flag.
There's absolutely no doubt about this, is there?
Well, there's plenty of daylight there, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is Thierry Henry. Only played on the fringe of this match so far, Henry. Leaving the centre stage to Rosický. Here's Alonso. Garcia. Gerrard. Kuijt has found Pennant. Oh, Peter Crouch waiting here. Peter Crouch off for Senderos. Here comes Alonso. Now Arsenal have got work to do back there.
I don't know if you saw it, John, when that cross came in for a moment, Touré looked like he was thinking about handballing it.
Well, yeah.
It was a bit of I don't know if you see if he raises, he's thought about it, it just went over him.
Absolutely. Peter Crouch specialising this season in overhead kicks. He didn't get one in there. And the man on the left needs no introduction. Ian Rush and John Toshak, both eminent centre forwards of the past here at Liverpool. And for Wales, of course, too, I should say that.
I think while Liverpool have upped the game somewhat, it's still, when Alonso and Gerrard have got on the ball in midfield, they still don't have that, not ability, but the possibility of sticking balls in behind the likes of Touré and Senderos because of, well, we know about Crouch's lack of pace and Couch to a certain degree as well, and obviously therefore you're cutting down the number of chances you can make.
Well, they've got to move Touré and Senderos out, haven't they, really, to make a bit of room.
Not only that, they've got Gilberto and Flamini in front of them.
The double anchor, yeah.
You said anchor, didn't you?
I did. Now then, there's a throw into Liverpool down here for Finnan. Pennant, Alonso. Now Luis García has won that against Hleb and then taken one in the face, it would appear. The referee was pretty close to that. He hasn't stopped the game, but he may have to if it's a head injury.
Yeah. I think he just got clipped around the head by Hleb, didn't he? Yeah, completely accidental.
I think Flamini comes in first, doesn't he? And then Hleb follows in, yeah. Starting to chant Wembley again now, the supporters, aren't they? They thought they might have forgotten that word over 7 years, but they haven't.
No.
Doesn't quite sound the same, we're all going to Cardiff, does it, really?
No. That's the Arsenal supporters obviously chanting it. They won't have far to go, will they? The FA still very hopeful of playing the final day. They won't get the keys to the stadium until the backup events have been sorted out to test the security and the safety certificate is issued. There are still 1 or 2 formal bridges to be crossed. I thought you were going to say they won't get the keys till they paid the bill.
Well, that's another issue, isn't it? That'll get played one day, I guess. Here's Finnan. Pennant. There's Thierry Henry finding Van Persie. We should be in for an open second half, shouldn't we, if Liverpool take a risk or two and push on?
Well, they'll have to, won't they, the longer the game goes on. Which, again, will suit Arsenal the way they're set up today.
Both these clubs, of course, nursing Champions League ambitions come February again. Now Gerrard to Crouch. Well, he's been pulled down. Senderos made the first challenge, Gilberto Silva made the second. But I think he's given the corner.
Yes, Liverpool are complaining, but what the referee said, look, it bounced on the edge of the area to one of your forwards who had a shot.
Well, it's been taken quickly to Finnan here. Peter Crouch up far side. Well, the Liverpool supporters on the Kop end in the stand, they're not happy about that decision. They thought it should have been a free kick. This is Crouch. Alonso. Couch is there, Crouch is there. Blocked off by Touré.
Yeah, well played Touré as well. Just made sure he got his body in between Crouch and the ball so Almunia could come and collect it very easily. This is the original foul, but it breaks to Liverpool. it breaks. I think it's Kuijt, isn't it, who has a shot. In all honesty, Liverpool won't be complaining if it goes in the top corner.
So you're saying it was a correct advantage applied by Stephen Bennett?
So.
Yeah. Here's Carragher.
I tell you what, Bellamy's still having his warm-up here. If he doesn't get on, he'll lie down.
That's aimed again towards Peter Crouch. Gilberto again acting as the screen in front of the Arsenal back four. Alonso's got Finnan here. You do sense there might be a Liverpool goal somewhere. They've got far more of the play now. Finnan. Crouch with Gerrard following up in that familiar position. And Persie lays that back to Hleb. This is Thierry Henry, and look at Van Persie. He's onside against Carragher. Difficult angle, turned aside by Dudek. Corner.
It's actually good play by both players, because Carragher knows Van Persie wants to cut inside on his left, so he's shown him down the outside to his right, where he's not particularly strong on that foot, and it just narrowed the angle down, and in the end it's a comfortable save for Dudek. Good break though. It was.
Senderos and Touré are forward for the corner here, and not far away is Gilberto, who's, as I said, scored a few this season. Robbing Van Persie to take it. It's Touré that just goes by him. Liverpool had everybody back for that. This is another chance for Liverpool to get the ball away, which they do through Agger, only as far as Henry. Alonso. Had his shirt pulled there, surely. And takes the free kick himself. Luis García. Riise. Pennant. Agger. Garcia is wide left here. Alonso tries to get Gerrard in, the header on, and the clearance by Rosický, the man of the moment. Chip that ball in towards Crouch. I think we're just about ready for the substitution, Mark, aren't we?
I think so. We keep harping on, certainly me, about Bellamy, but that might not be him.
But we could see Gonzalez. Anyway, here come Arsenal again.
I think it might Aurélio, John.
Or
sure, yeah.
Aurélio can play wide left, can't he? Yep. Here's Pennant. Liverpool still missing one or two. Sissoko, Zenden, Harry Kewell, all long term. That's Alonso. Garcia to his left. Eboué has to be quick, concedes the corner. Well, there's going to be a change now before the corner's even taken. Aurélio, the Brazilian, is going to come on. And it looks like John Arne Riise. It's a straight swap at left back.
They'll just ask him to push on, won't they? Almost players. Left-sided midfield player and just gamble.
So it's a corner to Liverpool. Carragher and Agger are forward here. Agger gets up first. Thierry Henry clears.
Great header by Henry.
Back it goes towards Kuijt, but comfortable for Almunia. And indeed for Arsene Wenger just at the moment. Are they going to make a change?
Well, the other thing as well, I'm looking at their bench and I'm thinking Theo Walcott at some stage, 2-0 up, get the speed merchant on.
We've been playing for an hour at Anfield in the FA Cup third round.
This is a Liverpool Football Club announcement for all supporters. In the interest of your fellow supporters...
At the moment as well, with Aurélio on, what Liverpool have done is Pennant's gone to play on the left and Garcia's come over to play on the right-hand side.
Here's Rosický. Yes, it's a switch by Liverpool. Thierry Henry. There's Theo Walcott, the man you mentioned. So as we get well into the second half here, a chance that the holders of the FA Cup could go out at the first hurdle this year. Here's Kuijt. Aurélio. It'll need to be some sort of recovery by Liverpool to stop that happening. This is Pennant. Kuijt is there, and so is Garcia.
I just wonder, John, whether it's Henry they might bring off Arsenal.
Well, he's coming back gradually, isn't he, after that period of enforced rest, and Wenger needs him badly for what's to come. Crouch. Gerrard, now then, Gerrard goes again, and out comes Almunia. Had to kick it, he was over the line.
John Almunia did brilliantly, because you probably couldn't see it. His starting position was excellent, and he was so quick. And he played almost like a sweeper, just read the situation.
We saw a man before the game tonight, Mark, who used to do that, didn't we, Bruce Grobbelaar?
Yeah. Rumour has it he kept goals as well.
Here's Pennant for Liverpool. Agger. Stopped there by Hleb. There's a bit of loose marking by Arsenal on the throw-in. It's given Aurélio the chance to get into the game. That's a poor one from Xabi Alonso, though. Lost all the advantage, and it's Thierry Henry. He's got support either side. Van Persie to the right, Rosický to the left. This is Van Persie. And that challenge was vital by Jamie Carragher.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the best first touch of Van Persie's career, would it? Henry does extremely well. He waits and waits, he goes forward, he's got his head up, he's waiting for the run, delivers the pass. Just the touch isn't good.
It's the point you made about Van Persie being so much stronger on his left foot.
Yeah.
He'll take the corner with that, that's for sure. And Senderos is up there, talking to Gilberto Silva. Easy one for Dudek. But his throw wasn't so good, it was cut out by Rosický.
John, Liverpool have made a change, Aurélio on for Riise, but it's just not changed the way that Liverpool have played whatsoever, is it? Which doesn't, at the moment, seem to make any sense. And there's still that urge for get Bellamy on and just start to stretch Arsenal at the very least.
It's a bit pleasant, I have to say.
Well, you might say to me, all right, he's had a bit of a hamstring problem, but why is he on the bench if you think it's going to go?
Exactly. Robbie Fowler wasn't selected in the 16, by the way, tonight. He would have been another alternative had he been among the subs. It's a free kick, though. Eboué.
It's a little bit of a kick at him when he's played the ball, is it? Garcia. Oh, the old classic, go down injured yourself. It always works, that one. He's hurt himself, hurting somebody else. It's great, isn't it?
Here's the incident, Mark.
He's kicked him. It's a yellow card, quite simply.
Well, Bellamy's getting ready, I think.
The ref's going to book him now.
Yeah, he's got the yellow card in his hand. You called it right.
Do you know what? He might have got away with it if he hadn't lain down himself and decided he was injured.
There it is, the yellow card from Steve Bennett to Emmanuel Eboué.
The sympathy vote not.
Liverpool have the free kick. Good catch.
He's done very, very well, the goalkeeper. Excellent. Considering he's not playing much first-team football. He's coming caught the crosses, he's been really good.
Yeah, also on the bench for Arsenal tonight, Mark Pawn, the Estonian goalkeeper, who's number 3 really at Highbury these days. He's had some fine days at Derby County before he went to Sunderland. Here's Garcia. He's got behind Eboué. Corner.
Fantastic ball into him as well. He chested it down, Garcia. He was just really waiting for the ball to come down, and it just allowed Eboué just to nick it away from him. Corner for Liverpool now.
Now then, somebody's gone down by the post.
It's Eboué.
Yes, he's on the floor again.
Yeah. Well, if the referee's got any sense, he'll say, go off the pitch if you're really injured, because it's only about 2 feet, and you can have some treatment. And this will decide if he's injured or not.
Well, now they're pushing him off the pitch. Peter Crouch is trying to encourage him to go, and there's been a bit of a shove back here.
Yeah. And he stood up really quickly.
But they need him there to defend the corner, don't they?
There you go, look. Nothing wrong with him.
Now, has that disturbed Arsenal's concentration a little?
Well, he can't. The referee's not letting him back on the pitch.
No,
Gary Lewin's now giving him treatment.
Yes, Gary Lewin's come around the goal to... and in the meantime,
he's off.
They've made the change. Justin Hoyte is on.
Hoyte, leaving the field, number 27, Emmanuel Eboué.
It's a right back for a right back. It's a corner to Liverpool, though. Aurélio puts the ball in. Headed back by Finnan. Free kick. Backing in, Peter Crouch.
Yeah, well done, Gilberto Silva, just stood his ground.
So it's Hoyte who scored his first Arsenal goal on Tuesday against Charlton. He's on. Justin Hoyte brings an English presence to the team. And off goes Emmanuel Eboué. Aurélio. Garcia. Touré being challenged by Crouch here. Good challenge also by Gilberto Silva there. This is Henry. Gerrard for Liverpool. To Finnan. They still can't penetrate this Arsenal defence, Mark.
Because there again, the ball's got to come wide. It can never be played through the middle and between the spaces of the centre-backs.
No, I don't think they're going to burst any blood vessels on that bench, do they? And getting Bellamy on. Well, Van Persie's gone down here. He won't get anything from referee Bennett. I understand that Eboué had an ankle injury. Here's his replacement, Hoyte, with the header. Hleb. He's gone down. That will be a free kick against Luis García. Pennant. Through the other way for Liverpool. It's the diagonal ball out to Garcia. Supporting him is Aurélio. But he's looking for Crouch. Senderos up here. Crouch has been penalised.
Yeah, he just whacked into the back of Senderos when he made the clearance. I think Arsenal might be making another change as well in a minute. Pat Rice waving frantically at one of the subs down away on the right. I think it's Baptista, is it?
Well, we'll soon know. The change by Benítez that we were expecting. We did think we would see Bellamy by now, or maybe Gonzalez. 20 minutes to go. Arsenal lead by 2-0.
It will be Baptista.
That was Alonso. This is Kuijt. Not before Clichy got in twice. Gerrard to Aurélio. Aurelio's away, and they're lining up in the middle here. Oh! Touré again.
Brilliant block.
Oh, absolutely.
Just threw himself just in whatever bit you can get your body on the ball. It's fantastic defending this.
It's a corner to Liverpool to be taken by Luis García. Well, it was. They changed their minds. It's going to be Pennant. That's Crouch. Kuijt was right in front of the goalkeeper, and Liverpool have got one back. Kuijt just got the final touch from Peter Crouch's header.
You'd argue as well, it's the first clean header that Crouch has won. Kuijt is fantastic, great reaction, just nicks it past the goalkeeper.
Liverpool are back in the cup tie. Pennant takes the corner. Peter Crouch wins the header. Kuijt right in front of Almunia, nods it in. It's 2-1.
Sorry, good decision as well for Liverpool, John, because a left-footed player was about to take the corner before Pennant moved him out of the way.
You're so right. They changed the kicker, and it paid dividends. And now Arsenal bring on Baptista in place of Robin van Persie. So he'll play up with Thierry Henry. Well, that's really lifted the evening from a Liverpool point of view. That's Crouch again. He's a great favourite here, Kuijt. You may have just noticed the traditional kiss of the wedding ring, which is the way he celebrates. Gerrard. Oh, and Alonso's got Garcia away here. Back by Senderos. This could be a cracking last 18 minutes, Mark.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong Arsenal can be. They need the likes of Flamini and Gilberto Silva now at the moment to be very, very strong front of the back four, because the crosses you would expect to be raining in.
They'll be disappointed to concede a goal from the corner, but that's the way it is. It's Alonso. And it's Crouch. And it's Alonso to Aurélio. Oh, Pennant was waiting for that to drop. Here's Finnan. Gerrard clears it in. Aurélio coming in as the last man there, shaping for the volley, could have equalised.
Great ball. Diagonal cross from Gerrard. I think it was Crouch who did extremely well, because he just held the defender off, almost as though he knew that Aurélio was behind him.
Maybe Rafael Benítez knows more than we do. We were nagging him about not bringing on Bellamy, but they're back in the tie, aren't they? With more than 15 minutes left. Big roar from the cop stand. Pennant. Just think Arsenal are getting pushed a bit further back there in that last 10 minutes, Mark.
And also, John, second to the ball in all areas at the moment.
Defending very deep. Luis García. Gerrard. It's all Liverpool now. Well, that's out of play, though. Don't think Arsenal have got hold of this in midfield at all at the moment.
No. There's great disparity as well between the sort of back four and the midfield player. Just a great touch by both. Crouch flicks it on towards a goal as you do in that situation, and Kuijt always going to beat the goalkeeper there. And didn't go for the power, just made sure he beat the goalkeeper to the ball.
The defender who had been marking Kuijt had moved away, actually, hadn't he?
They went to Leeds.
This is Carragher. Aurelio's pass picks out Gerrard. Lovely back heel, not quite to Luis García. Good turn by Gilberto Silva. And they're getting out-muscled there in midfield, Arsenal, but Rosický with the challenge. Agger wins it back. Liverpool really mean it now, it's Gerrard. Comes across Hoyte. Garcia. They really need an outlet here, Arsenal, and I'm not quite sure where it is because Baptista up here is going to get shut off by Carragher.
The other thing as well, John, is Henry's taking a whack. I think it's a challenge from Agger. He's limping badly at the moment.
You can see Pat Rice saying, "Move out! Don't get fall so deep." Agger. No, Henry's not at full throttle. You're right.
No.
So, Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2. Liverpool have had 70% of the ball in the last 15 minutes. Hleb for Arsenal, he gets a free kick there. Henry, it's Baptista. And he's given away a free kick here, the substitute. Aurelio. Alonso. Well, the game's being played almost entirely now in the Arsenal half. Aurelio's cross, and Kuijt is hovering again.
Well, I think you watch his body, he gets himself in a position where he's actually almost got his back to the goal when the cross comes in, and he's looking to knock it back, to flick it back to one of the Liverpool players. It looks like he takes his eye off it in the end.
He's scored 8 goals now this season, count, and 7 of them have come here at Anfield.
And he's just looking for somebody up there alongside him, isn't he?
Henry. Garcia. Touched by Crouch, a good one too. Gerrard's in the centre this time. That's come out again to Garcia, and still Arsenal don't get it away. It's Kuijt, he's onside. Tried to pick out Gerrard on the edge of the area. Alonso. Aurelio. Kuijt again. Angled cross, Senderos heads clear. Pennant. Needs a good cross now. In by Finnan. Hleb thought he should have had a free kick there. It's Kuijt again. Almunia is coming to get it.
Oh, for a minute, Clichy just wasn't sure about the bounce, was he? And Pennant stayed out.
10 minutes to go and a bit more here. On by Pennant. Away by Clichy. Forward by Finnan. Do you think there's a little bit of saving Bellamy for Tuesday here?
Yeah, but we're in danger going out in the FA Cup, aren't we?
Well, I know. I'm just trying to work out the reason why he's not been used.
I'm baffled.
Here's Baptista to Clichy. Crouch. Gilberto Silva can't get to Peter Crouch. Senderos just about did. And the Liverpool comeback still has momentum. It's going to be Steve Finnan with the throw. Crouch flicks it on, away by Senderos, but there's nobody up there for Arsenal, look. And they're coming out very slowly, they really are. They're going to be back on their own 18-yard line any second here. Crouch. It's gone out for another Liverpool throw. Free kick. It's a foul by Rosický on Pennant. And Liverpool here are threatening to equalise.
No, it doesn't have to be a Gerrard free kick, really. Whipped in, right-footed cross.
Agger and Carragher are both there. And Jamie Carragher heads over. Mark, in a situation like this, should Touré as the main man be bringing the Arsenal back four further up the pitch? Because they're virtually playing in their own penalty area.
Yeah, I think Gilberto Silva as well, John. And just push on a little bit, but you know, when you're a little bit unsure which Arsenal are and their away form, and it's quite easy to take a step backwards rather than forwards. It just needs some strong character to ensure that they come forward.
May have been Sol Campbell's job once upon a time. Here's Kuijt.
Tony Adams.
Of course. Gerrard. Steven Gerrard still. It looks very much as though Arsenal are going to finish off hanging on here.
Well, the problem is, of course, with him, if they don't have the ball, Rosický, Hleb and Henry and Baptista are basically redundant in the game.
Header on was by Baptista. It's a long time since Arsenal crossed the halfway line with any real purpose. They're not going to do it here either. This is Gerrard for Liverpool, steering it towards Peter Crouch.
Well, you could see what he meant. You know, just Crouch couldn't get there, unfortunately. No fault of his own.
This is meant for Finnan. Xabi Alonso. Agger. Aurélio. Hoyte will get the header in here, and it's going to come to Thierry Henry. Now that he's got Baptista going right, he's on his own on this. Oh, what can you say about Thierry Henry? Quiet by his standards for 83 minutes. Has he sealed the victory here for Arsenal? It looks very much like it. He bustled Jamie Carragher off the ball, Mark.
Yeah, classic counter-attack goal. Brilliant from Henry. The problem with Jamie Carragher, he just sells himself a little bit, John, there. Just tries to slide in and get it with his left foot, and just really kept it in play for Henry, and you're then just waiting for the cut back inside and the goal, aren't you?
Just steered his shot beneath Dudek. Thierry Henry back in midweek, and truly back now.
It's so difficult as well, you know, when he cuts in from the left in the penalty area, when he cuts inside of you, you know what he's going to do, but he's so quick. He just gives himself half a yard all the time.
Ian Wright will enjoy this statistic because he set the record at Arsenal, didn't he? Thierry Henry now 223 goals in 362 games.
He might not enjoy it if it broke.
Well, no, but Wright is the first one to say, you know, he raised the bar and Henry's pushed it even further. Here's Flamini.
That's what I told you.
3-1 to the Gunners, and Liverpool 6 minutes away from going out of the FA Cup at the first hurdle, having won it last season. That was the first Arsenal attack for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Destructive though, wasn't it? That's the thing.
Here's Alonso. Finnan. Agger. Luis García. Touré fell over when he tried to get that ball away. It's come to Baptista there.
We never thought there'd be 4 goals in this game after 30-odd minutes, would you?
No, the FA Cup always comes up with something unexpected. Here's Rosický. You wouldn't have backed him to get 2 either, having only scored 1 all season. Here's the man who appears to have put it beyond any doubt. He's been bustled off the ball himself there, Henry. This is Kuijt. He's got Crouch up with him. It's still Dirk Kuijt. Bit of a shout there against Henry, but Steve Bennett well positioned.
Went down a bit easily, didn't he, Kuijt?
Arsenal seem to have it over Liverpool at the moment. They beat them 3-0 in the league at the Emirates in November. They're 3-1 up here. They're here again on Tuesday in the Carling Cup quarter-final. Winners of that play Tottenham in the semi. To throw into Liverpool on the far side. Agger. Again, a whipped cross. Touré needed to win that. Crouch. Well, Thierry Henry appears to have settled matters. I don't think he'll be on the pitch at the end either, because he's still on the road to recovery by his standards, but when he does this, you recognise the real man.
I think because it's Liverpool are 2-1 down, Jamie Carragher's trying to keep the ball in, John, rather than just play it out, which arguably he normally would have done.
So off comes Thierry Henry to be replaced by Theo Walcott. Arsenal fans in the left-hand corner giving him a terrific ovation. 2 minutes of the 90 still to be played.
You can't think of too many other people in our game at the moment who would have scored from that situation, given he got the ball round about the centre circle.
Absolutely. That's Alonso for Liverpool to Gerrard, and he's played that rather short, and Flamini can get Arsenal going to Hleb. Walcott goes to the right, and that ball's going to come out of play. Arsene Wenger is standing on the perimeter, still shouting instructions, knowing that he's very close here to the 4th round.
I think from Liverpool's point of view, a much improved second-half performance, but they haven't really made Almunia make too many saves, have they?
Haven't really worked the keeper, you're right. Here's Hleb. Gilberto. So Liverpool facing their first defeat here at Anfield for 10 months since Benfica won here last March. 21 games up to tonight and 29 against domestic opposition. So Arsenal have really put an end here to a long sequence by Liverpool. No longer Fortress Anfield. Safe enough for Arsenal. We're going to see 4 minutes of added time here, Mark. So flags are still up there, the scarves, but very much looking like a lost cause for Liverpool now.
Oh, it's game over, isn't it?
That was Gilberto dwelling on the ball far too long. Pennant, Garcia.
There'll be a minimum of 4 minutes added time.
This is Gerrard to Finnan. Crouch far side, that's where it's going. Hoyte has to be aware. Corner. Well, it's from the corner on that side that they scored. Can they repeat it? Pennant's going across. Aurelio's put the ball down. In fact, Aurelio's taken it, flicked on by Garcia and Senderos. Oof, could have been an own goal.
Good judgment, wasn't it? Just miskick it high enough that it goes over the crossbar. Look.
Another corner. This time Pennant will take it. Garcia in the near post position here for Liverpool. That's Crouch. But here's Walcott. Now, if he does what he's good at, he can run this all the way.
Just a final point on Bellamy, John. He's actually spent the whole of the second half, actually 45 minutes, warming up.
That's one of the mysteries of the night.
It is.
We might get an answer in the interview, we'll see. This is count here. Walcott for Arsenal. Fouled by Carragher, free kick. I shouldn't think he's too thrilled about it either, Craig Bellamy. We've played 2 of the 4 minutes here of added time. Clichy. Gilberto has found Flamini. And Gerrard here breaks for Liverpool. 4 others up with him. Garcia. Oh, they wanted that played in earlier. Shot by Alonso. It's come back to Garcia. Senderos didn't get there. Count did.
Good reaction by Kuijt, just couldn't quite get enough power on the shot.
What's your final take on this game then?
Well, I think tactically, I think Arsenal have been excellent, and obviously when Liverpool got their goal, there was a 10-15 minute spell where Arsenal wobbled, but then the class of Henry was the difference.
Well, here's something for Liverpool at the end. Alonso's won a free kick, 30 yards out.
But I do feel with Flamini and Gilberto Silva, 2 defensive players in front of the back players, it's really allowed Arsenal, if it's possible, play even more on the break.
Well, Aurelio's put the ball down. It looks like an angle for the left foot of this. Alonso standing quite close to him. But all this time being taken up is in favour of Arsenal, really. There's a minute of added time to go as Aurelio takes the free kick into the wall. It's come back to Xabi Alonso. Peter Crouch far side. Senderos with the header. Rosický. Oh, I tell you what, Theo Walcott, if he stays in his own half... No, he didn't. He was just the wrong side of the line. It's an offside, which may not even be given because of the advantage. We're in the closing seconds here now at this third round FA Cup time. Peter Crouch for Liverpool, who are 3-1 down. Pennant. Little touch now to Gerrard, couldn't feed it through to Alonso. So, briefly, Mark, a well-deserved win for Arsenal?
Yeah, I think excellent. They came and they almost said to Liverpool, let's see what you've got. They sat back and they waited and they picked Liverpool off in the end. I suggest the first and the second goals, with the proximity of both, really killed the game as far as Liverpool were concerned. Yes, they got one back. There was always a possibility of the third, and as you'd expect, Henry delivered it.
Dirk Kuyt got one back for Liverpool after Rosický had scored twice for Arsenal, but then the master Thierry Henry came along with a decisive moment, and Liverpool, the FA Cup holders, are out of the competition at the first hurdle. It's Liverpool 1, Arsenal 3.
Yes, it's Arsenal that go through to Monday's 4th round draw, thanks to 2 goals from Thomas Rosický, 2 fantastic goals in the first half, and a Thierry Henry special. He's back for Arsenal. Ian Wright?
Very happy with that. I thought Arsenal were very comfortable from the start. I thought when you look at the two teams once they lined up, you can see Arsenal had the pace at the back and the front. So you'd always fancy Arsenal away from home to just soak up what Liverpool had. And then with Thierry back as well, I didn't think he had a great game that he had, but he's always capable of doing what he done at the end there. And I thought it was very comfortable for Arsenal in the end, for us in the end.
I think the fact that he'd spent half an hour hardly doing anything reserved his energy for that goal, because he ran about 200 yards.
Well, but for a 15-minute spell really in the second half, I don't think Liverpool asked enough questions of the Arsenal back four. Kuijt got his goal, and it should have been the time really for Liverpool to stretch them, to get wide, to continue to get balls in the box. But there wasn't really enough times when the goalkeeper was worked. I thought Senderos and Touré were magnificent at the back with the long balls being pumped up to them, and I thought Arsenal thoroughly deserved their victory today.
Yeah, it was a much better half in terms of excitement.